Before we dive deep into the actual job postings, let's take a look at some of the news we have regarding one in particular. Recently, the sound designer who worked on The Last of Us Part 2 and Uncharted: The Lost Legacy has now joined the team and is starting his work right onto the next God of War title. He will be a great addition to the team, but more importantly, with this news it somewhat confirms one thing: employees being hired now for Santa Monica Studios could very well be working on the next God of War sequel. He's an example of it, and while the positions that we are going to be looking at could very well be for other projects, we do have some proof that some of the hirings right now are occurring for the sequel. And let's remember one thing: the game still has a release date of 2021, but we'll touch more about that in a bit. Now, they are currently hiring for 26 jobs ranging from programming, art, tech art, production, design, and quality assurance. By using their LinkedIn page, at least some of these jobs have been up for roughly 9 to 10 months. Some of them even go back about a week ago. They were promoting more positions. Some jobs have been here longer than others, but this page is to really help us gauge where they are at. So there's way too many to go over, so I'll really just summarize and break down the important information from the jobs. So out of 26 positions, 11 of them are lead, senior, or management positions. The other 15 are non-lead positions such as a breakable artist, environment artist, but do also include a couple of associate positions. And out of all of these positions, 14 of them are full-time and 12 of them are for contract work. A lot of contractors for Santa Monica Studios here, but to be honest, that's expected in the video game industry. From Polygon and Target CW, it is estimated that 10 to 15% of people working in game development are not actual employees. They are contractors hired for a short period of time. So typically, whatever project the developers are currently working on, they are more inclined to work on that project and then move on once it's released. So in the case of God of War, some of these contractor positions that we are seeing here might be brought on specifically for the sequel, and then that's it. Once again, no confirmation of this, it's just speculation on my end. Remember that sound designer from before? He was brought on as a full-timer for the sequel. If they're willing to bring on full-timers for this, it's expected that they're going to bring on contractors as well. They don't require the same amount of benefits, it's less string attached, so really no position is off the tables in regards to them working on the sequel here. And after I look through all of the positions, there aren't many that speak out the most to what the team is hiring for. There's narration, quest designer, gameplay, and much more that are all over the place, and I recommend checking them out when you do get a chance. All of them are important, every team member is important. I think the main thing to realize from these job positions is that a lot of them could be for the sequel here. We don't have any other word on other projects being released from Santa Monica Studios at this time. However, with the release date of 2021 still and other circumstances, COVID, stuff like that, I think this means that we should expect the game at least in the second half of 2021, due to how many they are actually hiring here too. While it's unclear as to what stage of development that they are at, it does give us a little bit of insight. If they're still bringing on more developers at this point, the release might be more inclined to happen towards the end of the year. With all of this, I personally think that we could expect the game to come out at the earliest. It would be June, but to be honest, it's probably beyond June. We're just gonna have to wait and see. There aren't any signs of distress or anything like that. The project could just be getting bigger. Their website states that they are home to over 250 employees, and right now they're hiring 26 more. So let's say they have exactly 250 employees at the studio, which is most likely not the case, but that would mean that they are expanding by 10.4%. And if they had 300 employees, that would mean that they are expanding by 8.7%. Assuming that they have between 250 and 300 employees at the team, they are expanding by a heavy amount. In short, the jobs did give us some information on what to expect and how the team is expanding. And also, one final thing on jobs: it was also recently discovered that the voice actor for Arthur Morgan actually went ahead and posted a screenshot that Santa Monica Studios was hiring. Could this be hinting towards him having a voice actor role in the upcoming sequel? It's unclear at this moment. He could just be getting the word out that the company's hiring. We'll have to wait for official news before really diving into this. It's really only a rumor at this moment, but if he were to make his way into the sequel, what role would you want him voicing? Honestly, I can see him as a perfect Thor or even Odin. But anyways, that is all that I had for you guys today. A big thing I want to start doing with these news focused videos is making them better, so if you have any suggestions at all on how to do that, please let me know, I'd be happy to hear it. But if you did enjoy, consider subscribing and leaving a like as well, it really does go a long way. And with all that said, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.
Watch out for the dragon breath.
I am aware of it, boy.